Greetings and welcome back. My name is Angel Speaks, your intuitive reader and healer, clarifying life situations of the divine feminine, offering wisdom and guidance to lead you back to the seat on your throne. Welcome to Feminine Wisdom Tarot. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Now, let's get straight into it. A lot of you guys know your worth, or you found your worth through some type of heartbreak or something that you've been through has been the final straw. And that final straw that you had has opened this energy of I don't care. It's opened this energy of knowing your power, knowing who you are, and it's activated this very abundant energy that you have because you recognize what your self-worth was. You recognize your self-worth and you got out of rigid situations. You let go of things that have not served you. You're being honest with yourself, and you've also been honest with other people. You're just not playing any games anymore, okay? Anything that made you feel invincible, you removed it. Anything that reminded you of being invincible, you're removing it. You've had this vision of yourself that you became the woman that you were always supposed to be, and now because of that darkness, you know the difference. You know the difference. Now, you are now staying in silence with this situation. Is not something that you have brought out to the love about these you have not brought this out to the world about these memories of love. Now it's time to stand your ground, okay? Waiting game in reverse. Stop waiting, okay? You have not went over your obstacle and challenges and expressed your truth. It's time to move forward with this situation because your third chakra is open. It's open to the reality of who you are, the life you were meant to be, the life you were meant to live, the woman you were meant to be. You have not spent the time in solitude in order to transform this situation. Like I said, this energy is very abundant and this energy is going to make you some money. Let's put it that clear. Because what you were meant to do is realize that you were the empress, nurturing into yourself and pouring into yourself and not expecting nobody else to do it for you. Now, this type of energy is time for you to pour into other women, okay? It's time for you to think first before you judge. You see how these women are lifting other women up here? It's time to be the one that give them that advice. Maybe you're not older, maybe you're younger, maybe you are older, maybe some women in your community, women on your page. Maybe it's time for you to write a book, time for you to create a program, time for you to let women know their power as well. Telling your story. How did you find your power? Pouring into others. I am my sister's keeper. Okay? Because they will listen. They will listen, but they don't have anyone to listen to because they don't have their individuality yet and their hope is in reverse. So you pouring into them, and this gray hair could be all of your knowledge that you got about heartbreak, pain, finding yourself, finding your truth. All this knowledge that you have needs to be passed on so you can lift other women up here. And that is very, very abundant energy. So I have my money move deck right here. And because that energy is just so abundant, I want to see what will be coming for you after you have to really spend some time, like I said, solitude in reverse. I do know that you have to spend some time in solitude so you can know exactly what to do and how you're going to bring this to the world so you can transform. Then you will be moving on the path that you're supposed to be in, standing in your truth, and that is your purpose. Okay, there will be obstacles and challenges here. No more playing this waiting game. It's time to stand your ground about these memories in love, okay, to the women that are suffering in silence. Using your third eye chakra with this solitude will give you the insight you need to implement so you can bring this to the world because, like I said, it's very abundant energy. It's something that you're meant to do. It's something that you're meant to pour into the world here to lift other women up as well. So I'm going to go ahead and move these cards out of the way because we have that explanation done already. And it's about, I will say, it's about your self-worth and letting go, because that's where you found your power at. And that's where you found your honesty at, and also being honest with yourself. And also you could have noticed that maybe you've been too much light, but you needed to implement your dark feminine energy because light wasn't serving you, and you need to bring out the other side. And you do have two sides. Okay, but that's amazing energy to be in, because that's the energy that we all need to recognize. Well, that's too many. So I'm going to take this one. So far, I have independence in reverse. Manage money yourself. Independence guarantees security. Don't depend on others. So don't depend on anybody else in this situation. Okay? Don't depend on anybody else in this situation. It's time to spend some solitude to get some insight on what exactly you need to do. We have exhausted, feeling financially drained, lacking available options, recharge and regroup. So like I said, in solitude, maybe you feel like you don't have the options, or maybe you don't have the funds, or you haven't thought about it. Maybe you have thought about it and it's something that you haven't done yet. Okay. Next, we have spiritual work, which I love to see this card. Open your heart to a spiritual career and heal the human heart. You are a light worker. And like I said, this is very, very abundant energy. You are a light worker. Your third chakra is open about finding yourself. Self-worth in this liberation that you have is a fire burning inside of you that no one can ever put out again. Okay. So it's spiritual work that you need to put in. Okay. Spiritual work that you need to put in. Spend some solitude to find out your plan and exactly what you're supposed to do. And you will find the answer. So far, that's what we have. But you are going to be doing spiritual work, lifting other women up. Helping hand, need others to assist with services, increase productivity. No one can handle it all. So it may be some help that you need here. So don't be afraid to ask for help. Wrong decision in reverse. So it's the right decision. This is the right decision here. Power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. And that's what you have been focused on. And because you're focusing on your needs, that's what brought you into this abundant energy here. And once you start taking the steps towards doing this, it is the right decision. When you start taking the steps towards doing this, that's when all the answers will unfold over time. Looking. Have an eye for beauty and uncover hidden charms. Seek and you shall find. Like I said, seek and you'll find the answers. And you're going to find it in that solitude. Solitude means spending time alone so you can have the answers. Spending time alone without any noise, no phone, no TV, just more solitude. Separate some time in your day where you really spend solitude and you're really thinking about this goal, and you're thinking about, your question can be, how can I uplift other women with my story? Because that is your purpose. And if you've been looking for your purpose is to find your fire so that you can help transform other women as well. Women that are suffering in silence. Women that don't have their identity yet. They need someone that they can listen to. You are their helping hand. You will teach them about their power because they are exhausted and they may not even know why. Okay. So I want to get into the tarot to get some energy on this situation. I want to know exactly what got you to this space of knowing your self-worth. What happened, okay, and what you can do with this energy. So far, we know that you have gotten this energy in order to pour into others. So let's see. Why is the independence on here? Partnership, harmony, mutual attraction. Love is not only something you feel, it's something that you do. So that is something that you do. Pouring love back into these women here. They have lack of faith. They're discouraged. They're living in darkness. So they need you to pour into them because you've already been in that space, and that's under exhausted. You've already been in that space. Okay, spiritual work. Introspection, apathy, contemplation. It's time to consider new possibilities. So maybe you've been considering what to do, and the possibilities is doing spiritual work, a spiritual career, and heal the human heart. That's what you're doing here. And with power, we have the Knight of Wands. What actions can you take to move closer to your goals? The Knight of Wands is all about action, adventure, risk taking, fast moving, fast moving. And we have helping hand. Now your helping hand, I have the Hierophant, which is how can you find spiritual guidance and mentorship, tradition, conformity, spirituality, and guidance. How can you find traditional guidance in mentorship? Because no one can handle it all. So maybe you need some mentorship. Maybe there's some classes you need to look into. Maybe there's some books that you need to buy. Maybe there's some online blogs that you need to read to get an idea of assisting with services. Spiritual guidance and mentorship, not just any old thing, okay? And under wrong decision in reverse, this is the right decision. Now we have the Two of Wands. How can you make a decision that aligns with your long-term goals? Planning, decision making, partnerships, and progress. The world is yours to conquer, but first you must decide which path to take. So you thought it was the wrong decision about this spiritual business. It is the right decision, okay? And now we have looking. What do we have for looking? Very abundant energy. Looking. When you are looking, seek and you shall find, okay? When you're seeking, maybe there will be some missed opportunities that you feel like you may have came across. You may come across some stagnation, okay? But it's something that you need to continue to move forward to, okay? Have an eye for beauty and uncover the charms, okay? That's when you start feeling discouraged. Keep looking. Have an eye out for it. Seek and you shall find. So seeking within yourself, okay? And some of you may not believe that, resistant to change, and you're resistant to the idea of that. But once you spend some time alone and you can pray, really get some introspection on what to do, looking inside of yourself. That's where all the answers are, because you already know what led you up to this position. That's your story. You already know your story, okay? And it's time to just stop suffering in silence. Take your wand and move forward about this situation, because there are women out here that really, really need you, okay? They're looking for you, but you haven't changed yet. You haven't took the step towards them, and they're looking for you because they need somebody to lift them up. So that's why I see this, because they don't have any strength. If they don't have the strength, they can't put in the effort with this Seven of Pentacles, okay? They are in stagnation of fear of change, but you could come and help them out, okay? They're in stable energy. They don't have any communication about this situation, but you can help them change their world around. You can help them get out of their burdens because they're not having any new beginnings. That's what you're here for. You are here to romance, charm, and add sensitivity to the situation. That's your purpose in this life with this abundant energy here. Beautiful, abundant energy. Beautiful, abundant energy. So I also want to pull from the Abundance Tarot deck I have here. Angels abundance. Angels of abundance, and get you some messages on this here. This is your life purpose in your business. Have courage to ask for help and accept it. Asking for help is a sign of strength, as accepting it is offered to you. Very often, when you ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance, as well as give it to others as you are guided. So maybe someone needs to lift you up, as well as you lifting up others, and ask for help. Take a divinely guided chance. All positive change and successful ventures involve a degree of risk, and you're ready to follow your divine guidance to new territories. As you leave behind what is comfortable and familiar, but no longer appropriate for you, you make room for the new and more meaningful opportunities. A raise or promotion. Congratulations, the increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. This will be available to you. A promotion and raise will be available to you financially because you are taking this divine guidance about this energy you're in. Like I said, it's so abundant, and so many women need your help right now. They do. This message is not coming for no reason. They do, because you've already been through it. You already know your worth. You already know what it's like to be in bondage. You already know what it's like to finally have the strength to let go. And they need you to help them transform so that they can have an identity, so that their fire can burn too. Get another one. Anything else? The power of prayer. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to the miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love, and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God's give you in response to your prayers. You must act upon the guidance. You have guidance, guided change. Take a divinely guided chance, a raise or a promotion. The power of your prayer. Help, help, help. The first place you need to get help from is from praying and spending time in solitude, and get you a journal. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels. And the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity that you could look forward to exercising, and it become its own reward. So with this increasing energy and manifestation ability and exercise, moving your body, nurturing your body, getting up that energy like a goal. Like if you have a goal, I know when I'm taking my walks, I have a goal for an hour. I have a goal and it'll get you up and running. So when it comes to this promotion of this new spiritual career that you're about to have of uplifting women, these goals that you have, it'll help you just build up the stamina for this energy, okay? It'll help you build up the stamina. One more. Dreams of abundance. As you sleep, God, your angels, and your higher self are giving you divinely guided ideas, answers, and solutions. Be ready to record your dreams in a journal, because they contain valuable insights that will help you manifest your desires into reality. I told you, a journal. Get a journal. Go to sleep on time. Okay? Get you some sleepy tea, some sleepy something. And when you get woke up in the middle of the night, write in that journal. It'll be right next to your bed. It is safe for you to receive. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available for you to share with others. Open your arms to receive, and you'll be a conduit for good coming to you through you, as it is to bless the world. Told you. conscious consumer. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision to buy products and services that are only ethical and environmentally friendly. As a conscious consumer, you choose to invest in fair trade and organic goods. You live simply and purchase only what you need. So, a conscious consumer. Let me dig a little deeper into these words here. You have the power to heal and help the world with your decision. You need to make only products and services that are ethical and environmentally friendly. Be conscious. Invest in the energy, not in the angry energy. Be conscious, like when you're making these programs, you're making these books, you're not coming from a bashing perspective. You're coming from a healing perspective, and you're coming from a look, think before you judge perspective, okay? When it comes to that conscious consumer. Be conscious of how your messages come out, okay? Abundance mindset. If you think your abundance is something that'll happen in the future, then it will always be one day away from you. See, feel, think, and speak of abundance as something you already have in the present moment, and that is what you will experience. So if you think now, I am abundant, I am in this energy, God has given me this vision, I am the leader, I am the spiritual worker, I am the healer, I am. And move in that power that you are, because you being open to this energy is amazing. It's very abundant energy, and you have so much to offer the world. It's just time for you to stand up and go on out there. I'm doing the same thing. And you may not know every single step. Like right now, I didn't know every single step. I'm just moving. That song by Mary Mary, I'm walking. I'm walking, I'm walking. That's all you're going to do is walk. That's all you have to do is walk. Every single day, I'm hearing all you have to do is walk. And I'm going to tell you right now, every time I need guidance, I do mirror reading right away. And I can start sharing some of those insights with you guys as well, because sometimes I feel stuck. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do next. 222 on the timer here. And that's a new beginning. That's balancing out your energy. I get readings to balance out my energy. I get readings to know what to do next. And I'm telling you, with something like this, you want to spend your time alone. You want to make sure you get sleep, and you want to follow what you hear. And what you hear, you want to follow the positive message, not the one that doesn't believe. Follow the voice that is giving you the positive insight, and you have to do it. You have to. You have to. This is a purpose that you have here. You got to do it. Divine Abundance deck. You may not have never even known your purpose, but to find yourself, divine love. To find yourself was your purpose, and to lift other women up is your purpose, as well as mine. When you offer everything to the divine with detachment, you begin a love affair with spirit. Offer it up to God. Offer it up. Maybe you're not open. You need to have openness, and your faith is in reverse. It's time to have faith. Get out of grief because of love. Divine source is the idea that no person, place, or thing is your salvation. Only love itself is. We have sacrifice. Sometimes surrender is painful. God's cutting away all that needs to go. Illusions, obsessions, addictions, it's sacrifice to love. And that sacrifice is to love yourself and love others as well. This is the right action for you. Aparigaha. I hope I'm saying that word right and not butchering it. Let everything that wants to go, go. And everything that wants to come, come. So anything that wants to go, just like those butterflies, you continue to let it go. And anything that wants to come to you, you let it come. Go with the flow. of divine love. Clearing is in reverse, so that lets me know something you need to clear. As true offering arises, it becomes easy to let go. You start to trust that more will always arrive. You shift from mine to God's. There's such freedom. Your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there is a plan far beyond what I could see through my fears and illusions. Your fears are illusions. You have to trust. You have not come this far for nothing. You have not reached this space for nothing. That's your purpose. Receiving. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. It's the right action. You are divine love. I tell you right now, you're protected. You better believe it. You may not believe that you are because of what you've been through. You're definitely protected and liberated. It's time to surrender and recognize, look, and trust. It's time to trust. Allow the divine to give. Allow me, divine, to give you my deepest longings, trusting you know exactly how to handle them. Faith is in reverse. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always come. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. Loving yourself is opening to you receiving anything beyond what you imagine. That's what you were meant to do. And everything that you've been through was supposed to bring you here. You were supposed to come here. You were supposed to realize your worth. You were supposed to know what it was like. You were supposed to get on the other side. And when you decide to choose yourself, that's when you got on the other side. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. We just make it hard when we don't choose to learn our lessons that we go through. But you chose to learn it, and that's why your fire is burning. Because now you know the difference. I just seen declutter come out. Something you need to clean out of your energy. Declutter. I'm surrounded only by what I need and love. The angels want you to know the best way to declutter your home, your workspace, and your life is to take things one small step at a time. Combined, small steps would lead to big improvements. They'll be easier to maintain in the long run. So maybe there's some habits that you need to declutter. The mindset of not being faithful, need to declutter. Your fears, you need to declutter, as well as your drawers, anything you haven't used in 6 months. Things that are just sitting around will help you clear up your energy, become clear energy for ideas to flow through when you receive that guidance. Then we have joy. When I feel happy, I manifest more reasons to be happy. The angels remind you that when you choose happy thoughts and set intentions to live joyfully, we're setting ourselves up for success and contentment in all areas of our lives. So continue to maintain a joyful energy here. Continue to stay in positivity. Anything that drains you, let it go. Continue to let go of things that drain you, okay? In this card here, I see from the beginning to take yourself out on a date. Then we have slow down. I'm taking the time to simply be. The angels would like you to introduce you to the art of being. There are many things we can rediscover by slowing down and not always rushing to get things done. Walk slowly, pay attention to every step, leave time for conversation, eat slowly, be deliberately aware of your actions. So maybe when it comes to you wanting to know what to do or the actions you need to take. Maybe you like rush, rush, rush. It's slow energy. I'm telling you, because I was like that. I was like, rush, rush. I need to get this done. And then, no, when you're rushing to get things done here, you're forcing things to happen. You're not allowing the messages to flow through. That's having control, which is letting go in reverse. You're trying to have control, but this is a spiritually guided career. So you need to be open to the spiritual guidance. You need to be a clear channel and open to receiving the guidance on what to do. You won't have that when you're rigging and rushing around. You're not getting it. That's why I spend solitude, alone, making sure you're getting sleep, meditating in silence, so you can get the insights and just ask. You can even always come and get a reading. Just ask. It don't always have to be a reading. You can just spend time in prayer and solitude. Okay? Letting go. I let go of what no longer serves me to make space for new beginnings. You need to let go and make room for new things in your life. You must let go to give someone else the space they need to grow. Let go because holding on is too painful. The angels remind you letting go is not always easy, but it's always worth it. And there's some other, and maybe other people that need to let go, situations that need to let go. Because the only thing about people is in tolerating who they are, and I say tolerating because we know who people are, we can understand them, but tolerating is a totally different thing. So people that don't serve you, holding up space in your life, because when you hold up that space, you hold up their frequency as well, and their frequency are affecting your ability to be more active, more productive. It could be holding you back in stagnant energy. And I have passion sideways. So that lets me know that you may have a little bit, then you pull back, or you may feel like you can, then you don't. Yeah, passion. You need to put the passion in, you need to be in the upright. Okay? The universe is always guiding me towards my passion. The angels ask that you act and follow what you believe in with all of your heart. You have come to this earth to fulfill a mission, unleash your full potential, and engage in activities that bring pleasure. Hope y'all getting the message by now. It's meant to be. That's my heartbreak brought me here to this space. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to learn from it, transmute it into something beautiful, and help others do the same. That is your purpose in life. That's why you went through it. That's why you went through it. You went through it so that others can have a new beginning. 919, you're ready to start a new chapter of your life. Be open to meeting new people. Simplification 654. Simplify your life and focus only what truly matters. Declutter your mind and surroundings for greater clarity and effectiveness. Something about decluttering. Changes 454. Embrace change and take courageous steps towards the unlock opportunities for personal growth and spiritual transformation. Manifest your dreams 456. You have the power to make things happen. It's time for you to take action with faith and confidence, knowing that your angels are guiding and supporting you every step of the way. Maybe you don't have any enthusiasm. It's time to get aligned and shift your perspective. Once again, letting go, taking a step. Let go of old beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you. Prepare to step outside of your comfort zone in order to grow and expand. Right now, me doing these videos and taking divinely guided steps is uncomfortable. Just to let you know, like in real time and space. It is uncomfortable, okay? But you got to do it. You got to take the steps, because me taking the steps of being uncomfortable is giving you this message right now, okay? Surrender and let go of control. Release resistance and trust in the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds in divine timing for your highest good. Like I said, it's not nothing to rush. It's something to receive. Shift. Take a look at your life and see which areas need to be shifted to bring you more joy. Take the time to reassess your priorities and create a plan for yourself. Alignment. 111. Your thoughts are manifesting rapidly. Trust in divine guidance and stay focused on your goals. I hope that these messages have been helpful for you. I'm going to close it off with a universal message here, because this is something that you need to reflect on. Maybe even go back, get your journal, and take notes on this reading right here. Very beneficial reading, very abundant energy that you are guided to take movement on. Have some movement on this. Okay. One message, please. When the world feels like it's coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you've been waiting for. You've been waiting to find yourself and to find your purpose. And this is it. I hope that y'all enjoyed the reading. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you plan on doing in the comments. What are you going to be dedicated to doing? Because this is your purpose. This is your dream. This is your purpose. If you ever wonder what your purpose is, it's for you to be so far down that you had to lift yourself up. And now it's time for you to teach other women to do the same.